What if one morning you opened your eyes and saw not a blue sky but a dusty red horizon? What if your new home was Mars? For decades, humanity has dreamed about setting foot on the red planet. But what would it actually be like to live there? Could we really survive, build cities, raise families under a foreign sun? Let's imagine the world where humans live on Mars. Before we live there, we'd have to get there. The journey to Mars is not a weekend trip. It takes 6 to 9 months, depending on planetary alignment. During the time, astronauts face zero gravity, cosmic radiation, and psychological isolation, all while confined to a space smaller than your living room. By the time they land, their muscles have weakened, bones have thinned, and they've seen more darkness than daylight. But the real challenge begins the moment they step outside. The Martian atmosphere is 96% carbon dioxide, deadly for humans. There is no breathable air, and temperatures drop to -80 Celsius at night. The sunlight is weak, the dust is toxic, and storms can last for weeks. So how do we live there? We'd build sealed habitats, giant domes made of glass and metal, filled with oxygen-rich air, artificial gravity generators, and radiation shielding. Each base might look like a mini city: homes, greenhouses, labs, and power stations powered by nuclear or solar energy. Water would come from melting underground ice, filtered and recycled endlessly. Every drop would count, every breath monitored, every mistake potentially fatal. There is no fertile soil on Mars. It's filled with toxic. So humans would grow food through hydroponics, plants growing in nutrition solutions instead of dirt. Imagine fields of lettuce growing under LED lights, potatoes in nutrient gels, just like the Martian. Food would be simple, plant-based, and carefully rationed. Over time, we might even design genetically modified crops that survive in low light and thin air. The Martian diet would not be gourmet, but it would be enough to live. Gravity on Mars is only 38% of Earth's. That means you could jump 3 times higher, but your body would not like it for long. Over years, your muscles would shrink, your bones would lose mass, and your heart would weaken because it would not need a pump as hard. Children born on Mars might never be able to return on Earth. Their bodies adapted to a lighter world. Radiation is another invisible enemy. Without strong magnetic field, Mars is constantly bombarded by cosmic rays. Even inside habitats, long-term exposure could increase cancer risks and cause generic damage. Living underground or in shielded domes might be the only way to survive long-term. Imagine waking up every morning to a faint orange sky. Stepping outside your dome requires a space suit. Every breath you take depends on human technology working perfectly. A day on Mars called the Sol is 24 hours and 39 minutes, so your clock would tick a little slower than Earth's. You might have Martian time zones, Martian schools, and holidays. Communication with Earth would take up to 22 minutes on way, so real-time conversations would be impossible. Over time, a new culture might form, independent, resilient, and perhaps separate from Earth. Martian humans could start to see themselves not as Earthlings but as Martians. As decades pass, colonies could grow into cities under domes, connected by underground tunnels and transport pods. Scientists might be referring Mars warming the atmosphere, releasing greenhouse gases, or using algae to produce oxygen. It could take centuries, but one day Mars might have clouds, lakes, and breathable air. A world reborn not by nature but by human hands. If humans lived on Mars, we would prove something extraordinary. That life, intelligent, creative, determined life can exist beyond its grandeur. But with that power comes question. If we can build a new world from nothing, will we make it better than the one we left behind? This is not just science fiction, it's the next chapter of human history, waiting to be written on the red planet. What do you think? Will humans live on Mars? Write down the comments down below and don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel.